two nominees who really put their all into making this award theirs. First, we have Evander Holyfield. And I said in a video before that when you see Evander Holyfield, he looked like he ready to fight. He looked like he was ready to fight, but when it came down to time to fight, there was no holy in his field at all. Because Evander looked like he looked like he was fighting the 12th round in the first round. And this showed because Vitor came in and Vitor did not. He didn't take it as an exhibition. He said, this is a real fight and I need to prove myself in this boxing ring. And Vitor just went all in and he threw everything he had at Evander, and Evander could not handle any of it. It looked like he was confused that he was getting punched or something, man. It was very ugly, man. It was very ugly. It really wasn't a eventful fight. Evander didn't even get an opportunity to set up. But the thing about that fight in particular to me, we all know Evander Holyfield's style of fighting. If you're a real boxing fan and you watch him over the years, you see that Evander will take some shots and he'll allow the guy to tire himself out, and then Evander will tie him up and he'll get in the clinch and start to do his work in the clinch. That's how Evander Holyfield fights. So I think that referee was not familiar with Evander Holyfield, and that's why he stopped the fight so fast, because you can knock Evander down 75 times and Evander's going to get back up. You know, whenever in the Bible when it says a man falls 7 times but get back up, I'll just paraphrase it. He was talking about Evander Holyfield. Because Evander fell 7 times and a righteous man falls 7 times. There it is. A righteous man falls 7 times. The thing is, he get back up. And it ain't no coincidence that Evander's last name is Holyfield. That's that righteous man who will fall 7 times. So you got to give Evander those opportunities to get those falls in. So that's kind of like his power base. So I think the ref stopped that fight a little bit too fast. It should have gave Evander an opportunity to do what he does. And I think if that referee knew the fighter that Evander Holyfield was, then he would have been able to do that. So when y'all have these celebrity matches, especially with the older boxers, make sure you have a referee who know these fighters and have seen their fights before and kind of understand them some. I understand that Evander's in his 60s, so you don't want the man to get any brain damage or anything like that, because Vitor Belfort is still kind of young. He's around my age. I'm 44, and I still got some knockout power, some real knockout power. And so, yeah, okay, ref, I get it, man. Protect the older guys. That's cool. But this next nominee for the punching bag of the night, oh my goodness. He got a Nate Robinson. Salute, Nate. I'm sorry. You're just that guy now. You're the example for getting knocked all the way out now. I'm sorry, Nate. You should have never jumped in there and made yourself this meme, but we're going to have to talk about it. And we're going to have to reference you whenever we see somebody's nose smashed in the canvas because they're so asleep that the My Pillow guy is coming down there trying to sell them a pillow. All right. Tito. Oh my gosh, Tito. This is not MMA, man. This is not UFC. This is actual boxing. And I say it time and time again. You come to boxing. When you come to boxing, you come to box. You don't play boxing, you box. And Tito came in there. He was in there for a hot 30, maybe 45 seconds. But Anderson Silva has 4 professional fights under his belt. He's been training as a boxer for a while now. And so he knows how to throw his punches. He already had hands before he came to boxing. But Anderson has been taught the sweet science. And Tito, you do not know the sweet science. And it is so apparent by the way that you came into that fight last night. You came in there like a hunter, like you was just going to hunt him down. And when you got Anderson over in that corner and you thought you was going to throw a flurry and catch him like you do in the UFC, and Anderson just baited you in. I seen him juking and dodging. I seen the head movement game that Anderson Silva has. So I knew that he was going to bait you in, and I knew you were going to take the bait. And absolutely 100%, you was a big fish last night. Because when you went over in that corner and you threw that little flurry and thought that you was actually doing something, and you left yourself wide open for that, oh, was it an uppercut or was it a hook? It was a right cross. It was a right cross that initially started his demise. And you saw when Anderson leaned to the side and caught him with the right to the temple, Tito's whole body just went in pause mode, as if it didn't know what just happened to it. And then just the exclamation point, caught him with a left hook and knocked it back the other way. And then another little nudge just to help him down a little bit quicker. And next thing you know, Tito was on his face in Nate Robinson form. Same position. You could probably do a chalk outline and fit Tito's body right in the same one that Nate left. Sorry, Nate, man. I'm sorry, bro. You're the greatest example, because knockouts like these only happen so often. So, Tito, I believe, just my own personal opinion, Tito, you were the punching bag of the night, for the simple fact that you came in there, a Huntington bad boy, and you tried to have your bravado, and it just didn't happen for you. But one thing I will say in Tito's defense, Tito had problems trying to make that weight, and Tito was shredding, trying to get down to size, I believe it was 195 or something like that, but he ended up coming in at 200, and that was still him having to go in and do a lot of quick weight loss. And so when you go and do that, it takes away so much power and energy from you. I know as a former fighter. So Tito, I will give you that reprieve, that you did have to shred a lot of weight. It took away a lot of your power, and it took away a lot of your energies. But even still, you ended up smelling the canvas. So we're going to have to give you that punching bag of the night award. It goes to Tito Ortiz, but Evander Holyfield, you are a great honorable mention. Yeah, that's the way it went down. Please, guys, when you go out here and you think that you're going to fight a boxer, you're going to get yourself knocked out almost every time if you don't have the experience to fight a boxer. Only person I knew that would fight a boxer was Arturo Gatti. And a lot of times he didn't fare well in that, but he was just such a warrior. You had to give him his props for trying anyway. But you guys are no Arturo Gatti, so I would advise you box a boxer. You don't play boxing, you box. If you don't know how to box, and I suggest you not come in that ring in front of the world to let them see what happens to somebody who plays boxing. This is your boy D-Mac. I'm going to leave this alone. I mess with these guys too much, but I just had to get on here and just put this point of view out there. So, punching bag of the night, Tito Ortiz, Evander Holyfield, runner-up. This is your boy D-Mac. You know what I say, sticks and stones can break your bones, but the word can always heal you. I'm out.